3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. Bang. And today, we're going to take a look at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Authentic Replica. This is made by Jakks Specific. These are the guys that used to make the WWE/WWF action figures, and they've made sort of a little bit of a comeback, and they're working with WWE again. This thing just appeared out of nowhere. An adult-sized replica belt being sold at Toys R Us for about 120 bucks. In the packaging, looks pretty damn cool. On the top of it right there, again, it just says authentic replica wrestling belt, yada yada. On the back of it here, and you can tell this is made by a toy company because they have the superstars here that have won this version of the title belt. So you got Sheamus, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. How awesome is that all 3 members of the Shield have been the world champion? That's freaking amazing. So on one side of this, it's kind of hard to see because of my settings on this camera, but you got Roman Reigns and Triple H right there, the main event of WrestleMania 32. And on this side, you got Brock Lesnar all by his lonesome. And that's an old photo of Brock Lesnar, so that's just hilarious. He had never had the title when he had his red shorts, so I just think that's funny. So let's crack this baby open and see what this belt looks like. Alright, so here it is out of the packaging. And I gotta say, dudes, if I didn't buy this in Toys R Us, this thing looks like the real deal to me. It's not, well, it's not as smoothly cut as an actual championship belt would be. I mean, there are some rough edges in here. But I tell you what, just getting a glance at it, it looks like the real deal. The strap actually feels pretty good. I mean, it doesn't feel as good as what's on my NXT replica belt, and yeah, it doesn't feel as good as the strap on the commemorative belt as well. So it is a cheap leather strap. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like leather. Maybe it's a fake leather. On the back of it, it's got all the, like, you know, like pinholes and stuff like that. And like the commemorative belt, sadly, you can't switch out the side plates on this, which kind of sucks because that's one of my favorite features about this belt, you know. At least with what you see on TV is that you can purchase the what the superstars have, like Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins. So why don't we get a little bit more of an up-close look at this thing. The side plates, they look pretty good, you know, for not being able to switch them or anything. So yeah, you can see there's just a lot of detail in here. Really, really love the way those look. Now this one, sadly, it has like a little bit of a smudge or a chip right there. Not a huge deal, but that does kind of suck. So yeah, I'm loving all the little detailing on the belt. All the little fake jewel pieces look good. I love like the red kind of globe with the grid going around it. That looks really cool. WWE symbol looks good too. And I like the way the center plate looks. It's a lot cleaner than the first version of the belt that came out. You know, the one that The Rock debuted. Now, I really love that version of it, but yeah, this one, I go back and forth. Now that I've actually seen one of these up close and in person, I can definitely see why people might like this one more. It's more aesthetically pleasing than the previous version of the World Heavyweight title, or the WWE Championship. It is kind of cool how it does say World Heavyweight Championship down here. I like how it has to cut and do kind of like a V formation. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. I think it just looks better when you can see the words World Heavyweight Champion clearly, but that's okay. With WWE's branding, they want to have their logo front and center at all times, which I understand that. And this does look really cool. Now the sides right here, this is something you're kind of going to want to be a little bit careful with. See if I can focus on it. It's like down right here. There's kind of like a little sharp groove right there. I don't know if that's like screws holding it in or what that is, but it's there and it's on the sides of here pretty much everywhere. So yeah, just if you're going to mess around with the belt and stuff like that, just make sure you're a little bit careful right there because you could scratch yourself and nobody wants to get sued today. or any day. I love the red slash right here. There is a bit of a scratch right there in the middle. It's kind of hard to see it, but I can see it. There's just a little tiny scratch right there. There's like some smudging going on over there. So yeah, like I said, for 120 bucks, it's not a bad belt. But let's see what it looks like on an actual person. Alright, so here's what the belt would look like, you know, just pretty much here. And then you got it draped across your shoulder, like so. And I will say it is actually pretty big. It is the actual size the belt is supposed to be. I compared it to my NXT Championship and my my WWE Championship, the commemorative one, and it is the right size. So no worries about that. It isn't smaller like how I originally thought. Alright, and here's about what the belt's going to look like if it's around your waist. Fits really good. I had to put it pretty far over. If you can see right there, that's what the strap is going to look like. For 120 bucks, you really can't go wrong with this thing. There's really not much else I can say about it, but yeah, I'm really liking the way this thing feels on me. It feels like an actual belt. The only complaint I have about it, other than maybe a little quality control issues with the belt and with the way these weird kind of ridges with the metal kind of sticking out, that's a little concerning to me. The strap is just a bit stiff. It's just something that's going to have to get broken in. It's not the same type of leather that they use on the normal belts, so you know, you'll just have to get used to that. Alright, so doing a brief comparison of the commemorative championship belt, this one here, that I bought at a house show. This one's got the acrylic plastic plates on it. This one has a much more authentic style strap to it. It's a lot more comfortable, it's easier to put on, easier to buckle too. So when you get down to the Toys R Us belt, again, this thing is just, it's really stiff. It's just gonna take some time to break it in. So I just wanted you guys to know there is a difference in quality with the straps. But the good news is, unlike my original thoughts, I thought that this belt was actually gonna be smaller than this one. It's not. This one is roughly the same size, if not maybe even just a little bit bigger. It's probably not. It looks to be about the same size center plate, which is really good. I'm happy about that. That's gonna wrap this up. I'm Chase from Burnout Inc., that guy with the gloves, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, this strap is definitely a lot stiffer. It is a lot stiffer than the other belts that I have. Thanks, Chi-Chi.